Hey, that's Mike and Holly, Alex, Eddie, and Kelsey.
Somebody is a little obsessed with grilled cheese now. She got everything out all by herself. I took the lid off of this. It's a little tricky. And she's gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Wait, is it okay if I use the end?
You can use the end if you want. If that's what you wanna do. So she's gonna make herself, and she's gonna make a full sandwich today. Where yesterday I just made her a half of one just to see if she would eat the whole thing. And what are you doing to that bread?
I have no idea.
Let mommy fix that. That's kind of a mess there. Look at what we just got. New Frosty keychains. So if you get these at Wendy's, they're $2 each. And you get free Frosties for the whole year. They're like the junior size, so they're smaller. I have one over there. It's like the smaller size, but they're actually the perfect size, like for the kids and even for myself. But I haven't been drinking them. But it's for to support adoption. 1 free junior Frosty per transaction, per visit, per key tag with any purchase. And it's good to the end of the year. So I got one for each of the girls. Santa usually puts them in the stocking, but I guess he must have forgot this year. So mommy picks them up, and they always do a different design. This is so cute with the little Wendy on it. All right, here's the deal.
Do some surgery.
Opal surgery. I got a hold of an appliance repairman just to look at it and do a diagnostic to figure out what's wrong with it. It's gonna be $85. $85. Then, once he figures out what's wrong with it, if he needs parts, that's gonna cost parts and then labor to fix it. So I think Michael's gonna try to kind of like take it apart and
I'm just
see.
gonna open it and see if there's anything that's obvious.
He did call me back this afternoon, and he said that the parts, the company like that he would have to deal with to find parts and stuff was closed today because it's New Year's Day. Makes sense. And afterwards I kind of felt bad for calling him because I was like, oh, it is kind of a holiday, isn't it? I don't know what day it is anymore. But he said that he thinks it probably just needs a good cleaning. And if that's the case, he said that he would give it a good cleaning for the $85. So are you ready to earn yourself a $85?
You're paying me now? Okay.
No, you're not gonna have to pay if you fix it yourself.
It's starting to pop.
Daddy's gotta help her. She's all concerned.
The last screw now.
She's like, I'll hold it on for you so it doesn't pop off. She's convinced it's gonna pop off.
Could, but I'll probably lock it in there better than that.
She's so serious.
Let's see.
The moment of truth. What does this thing look like on the inside?
Whoa, some thin metal.
What's inside? Oh, the top's trying to come off. You might have to take that off first.
Hold the back off.
That might be sharp, Michael.
Never mind.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, that's not super sharp, but it's not.
Well, we're not seeing much more than we were already seeing. You gotta wait your turn, Daddy. She's checking it out. How cool though, I remember being a kid and wanting to see my dad take stuff apart so that I could see what was inside. You know, all the wires and bits and pieces. It's interesting, isn't it, to see how stuff's put together. And I used to like to take stuff apart and then try to put it back together myself and just kind of like tinker with the little wires and screws and stuff like that. So, oh, now you got to get the sides off.
With
Ooh.
leaving it in this tray.
Oh, well, we could lift it maybe straight up. What do you think, miss?
It's complicated. Ah, it's tripping.
It's what?
It's tripping.
No, what did you say?
That's complicating.
It's complicating? Uh-oh. He's brought out the flashlight. You know it's serious. So Michael, in looking at it, is like, yeah, this is way more complex than he realized. And so it looks like we're probably going to have to decide what to do as far as, okay, do we...
Look at the inside.
I
It's just
know.
crusted everywhere.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Ugh. It's the hard water that we have here in Florida, I think. It's just gotten to be too much for it, so it's all crusty. The last time we get to enjoy this view for the year.
Yeah, the last time the lights are on at night, because it all comes down tomorrow.
I gotta say, every night I sit on the couch or in the love sack and I just look at it and it's just so beautiful. Like, don't look too close because it's dead.
No, it's bad now. Yeah.
You can't look too hard.
I didn't.
Because it's dead. You just kind of like, you know, squint a little.
I accidentally looked too close today. I'm like, whoa, it's really bad.
Is it?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
no.
I kind of peeked
Look,
at
I mean,
it.
it's,
I kind of peeked
holds
at
up
it
pretty good,
the other
but
day and I was like, ooh.
You can't notice it now, but during the day, like I noticed it today, it's done for.
Oh my! It
But
looks
no, I
really
mean,
pretty at night with the
holding up pretty
lights
good
still.
looking. I mean, you give it a little yank and
Okay, well, like all of our ornaments are still on it, so let's not be too rough.
it's not too bad.
So we have
But
to.
it looks bad.
We're taking everything off tomorrow, and all the Christmas stuff is getting put away and cleaned up tomorrow. And it's just one of those bittersweet moments. It definitely needs to be done, especially with a live tree when it starts to smell
Yep.
and kind of fall apart. So, like I said, you got to enjoy it from a distance.
It's done. Great.
It's done good.
There's almost.
No, but I see what you're
okay,
talking
a lot
about.
of that I just did now, and
Well, but I did look, and you can see where this is turning gray.
but in years past we would have had
Rigor mortis kicking.
piles of needles that we constantly had to sweep, constantly had to
I will
vacuum.
honestly say,
Not much.
I have vacuumed like once or twice, like swept, vacuumed under this tree since we put it up. And normally it would be like almost every day that I'd have to sweep because the
Yep.
needles would fall off. So that is one good thing. But we are still very strongly considering a fake tree
Only.
next year. Only.
Well, no, not next year, but in the future, only if I can get a tree that is at least 10, 12 feet tall. Yeah, we can't do it here.
We
'cause
can't
only
do it
have
in this
9
house, which
That's the only way I'll do a fake tree is if I can get a big one. I'm not gonna go buy like an 8, 9 foot tree. That's just not worth it.
yeah. Do you know my mom bought a fake tree today? She
Did she?
walked. I was
Did you
at my
see her
parents'
tree?
house. Huh?
She had her tree like 2 weeks and the thing was dead. Just
That's why she had to get it out of the house. It's because
well,
it
like
was
hers
dying. It was a
didn't
mess.
last nowhere near as long as ours did.
And I think she got hers at Home Depot or Lowe's, like she always does. Okay, so I went over there today for a little bit, and I was kind of upset because I told my mom, I was like, I will come over. I always help her. I decorate her tree for her and the house for her and everything. The girls and I do it. And I always go over there and take it down afterwards because I just don't want her to have to struggle with it. Well, I said I was going to come help her, put stuff away. And she's like, oh, I already did it. She already took down the tree. And I was like, what? Well, then I talked to my dad and he's like, oh, she had to because it was like completely falling apart everywhere. I was like, oh, okay. She comes in with this fake tree in a box that she got at Walmart. I'm like, what are you doing with that? She's like, it was only $12.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, what?
$12. What? Is it this big?
Close. It's about as tall as the sled, and it has like a bag on the bottom. You know what I mean? Like those like a potato sack bag. It's like one of those little decorative ones.
She doesn't plan on
It
having
was-
that be your tree. Though.
I don't
Now
know.
you're
I was like,
again.
what are you gonna do with that? Is that gonna be your tree next year? She's like, I don't know. It was only $12, so I bought it. Okay. So it'll probably be she'll probably still get a real one, but what?
It's still wet.
Oh no.
Well, there's always a little bit.
Yeah,
But
it just
I
makes it
figured-
harder to move.
I figured it would have been dried up.
Yeah, I thought so too. Ooh,
Yep.
yeah, you can see it is still wet. Ooh. Oh yeah, put that dirty stick on the table.
It's hanging off.
So anyway, we bid you farewell, good tree. Our last night to sit and look at your beautiful.
And smell your stink.
Yeah,
Smell
it
your
is.
gas.
Yeah, like I started to say earlier, it gets to a point where it starts to stink like a dead tree too. So anyway, that'll be our day tomorrow, de-Christmasing everything.